Peace, kings. Peace, queens. It's your boy, B.O.L.O. Be on the lookout. Bringing other legends over. Striking like a cobra. One strike, it's over. Check it out. It's my channel. Hit the like button, subscribe. Show your love, man. We all need to know, who's out there in TV land. Show your love. If one person receives anything from these videos, is enough for me. So peace, legends. We out. Check this out. This video is going to be about pretty much the question: what do men receive after the relationship is over? What do men receive after the relationship is over? What benefit does he get out of being in a relationship after the relationship is over? What benefit does he get after the relationship is over? Well, we know that women in America receive certain subsidies from the government. They receive checks from the men that they previously were engaged to or had a child with. We know that there's a lot of emotional support that goes into that, but I don't see personally what benefit does a man receive after the relationship is over. I always hear, this is motivated, and I always hear about, people saying, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it is what it is. They always say, women know your worth, women know your worth. And my whole thing is like, what? Men know your worth. Men know your worth. Because at the end of the day, what do you receive after the relationship is over? In fact, it seems like the skies get brighter for women after they leave their man. Hence, why 90% of all divorces are filed by women. Why would they all be filed by women? Why do they want to leave? Is it really a bad situation? Are men really that horrible? Or if I leave him, I already got his kids. Well, that's 18 years of child support. Government helps me out. I get my little apartment. Pay $2 a month to stay there. School, grants, loans. It just seems, and it's deeper than that. EBT. Another man comes in, gets her pregnant. Guess what? She got another kid. More benefits, more money every year. And now he got to pay child support. So it's like, even if she has 5 children from 5 different men, she's receiving 5 different checks from 5 different men. These men are on the hook for life. Now, what do they receive after the relationship is over, is my point. See, this is why I say the grass is not always greener. Appreciate who you are and how God sent you here, because at the end of the day, you think you want to be a man, but you really don't. You don't want to be a man and have to give up the privilege of receiving, being a receiver. Because to be a man, you have to be a producer. You can't be a receiver. Men are producers. Women are receivers and multipliers. Men are producers. We have to produce. We have to produce. We have to produce. Guess what? If the man is not producing, he's not a man. If the man is not producing, he's not a man. But at the end of the day, do you know that naturally we produce? We produce X and Y chromosomes. Naturally, biologically, we produce. It's in our biology. It's in us to produce. We're always producing. We produce life. The women multiply the life that we produce. We give her something, and then she takes it and she multiplies it. That's why the two work together. And the two shall become one. That's why there is no such thing as, I don't need no man. Yes, you do. If you didn't need a man, then give up all the checks you're receiving. Give up all the government help you're receiving. The next time a male plumber comes to your house, turn him away. The next time a man is in the Uber picking you up, turn him away. Next time a police officer comes in the door and he's a man, turn him away. We got to get out of this hyper-feminism. We got to come out of hyper-feminism and get to the balance. I'm not a male chauvinist. I'm a truth speaker. I'm in tune with reality. I'm in tune with the balance of life. I'm not one-sided. I'm very balanced in my views. But the problem with this world today is it's one-sided. We always keep hearing how bad it is for women, but we don't talk about how men receive no support whatsoever, and that we are the producers regardless, and that if we don't produce, then it's just on us. That's what it takes to be a man. You can't be a receiver and be a man. You have to be a producer. Nobody's standing around with their hands out. Nobody's sitting around giving us checks. If I get with 5 women, guess what? They become a liability to me. If they get pregnant, I'm the one that has to pay child support for all 5 women. I'm producing. They become a liability. I'm not getting anything out of them relationships anymore. That's why I made a point when I said, what do the men get after the relationship is over? After the relationship is over, he takes all L's. He takes all L's. She gets all W's. Funny, woman, W. Nice. There's no benefit for the man after the relationship is over. There's a lot of benefit for the man as long as the relationship exists. And as long as the relationship continues, there's a lot of benefits then. But I don't see any benefit besides the fact that he may have a child by the female, a male child that will pass down his name through generations. And that's the benefit. I found one. But everything other than that, it's all L's. It's all losses. And I don't want to make this sound like I'm against feminism. Just like David Chappelle said, feminism is equal rights between male and female. I'm with that. I'm 100% with that. But I'm also with the reality of the situation. I'm just speaking what it is out here. There's no benefit for the man after the relationship is over. Men, know your worth. Know your worth. Know that you are the prize. Why? Because when it's all said and done, you the one paying. You the one giving it up. You the one bank account is low. You the one receiving no support. When the relationship is going, there's plenty of benefits a man receives from the woman. But once the relationship is over, he takes all L's. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Oftentimes, every man that I meet after a relationship, they take all L's. But the women, it's 100% straight for them. They take all W's. You're like, man, they got a new, they're in the house, subsidies, resources, EBT, checks coming from here, checks coming from there, checks coming from the government, checks coming from the man, from the men. Some women have made a hustle out of it. They got 5 different baby daddies. So they get 5 different child support checks. And if she's married, that's an alimony check. Is these not the facts of life? It is what it is. What check does the man receive? What does he get from her? I'm not trying to be mean. I want you to answer the question. What does he get from her? When he's not with her any longer, what does he receive from the woman? What does he receive? That's all I want to know. I got to think long and hard about that one. What does he receive? Yep. So that's definitely got to be the motivator to why so many women in America file for divorce. It's because reality is, once she connects to him and connects to his money and connects to his seed, she don't need him anymore. She don't need him anymore. She does, but she doesn't. She thinks she doesn't, but she does. Because we all need each other. You need the same man that you met to create that child is the same man that you're gonna need to raise that child. That child needs structure. That child needs discipline. Not saying that a woman can't do that, but oftentimes they too busy coochie cooing. Look at the world that you're looking at now. They so busy coochie cooing. You got a whole bunch of derelicts out here, male she-males running around beating women and killing people for no reason. Look at society right now. Lack of men, lack of male leadership. You know what I'm saying? Lack of male leadership. That's society as a whole nowadays. So yeah. Put your comments in the bottom. If you could tell me one thing other than the fact that he gets to pass his name down if he has a male child after the relationship is over, let me know. I'd like to know, because again, it's my opinion that there is no benefit. He benefits while the relationship is on. If she's there, she's his support. If she's there, he may get his clothes clean. If she's there, she may help out with the finances. If she's there, he might get a warm bed. He gets to reproduce, and he gets to skeet off, and there's a big benefit to that. He gets to have sex. He gets company. He gets companionship. He gets so many things. All his benefit come from her being there. But there is no benefit to him with her not there. But she keeps benefiting. She keeps benefiting. She might be taking the L just being with him, I guess. You know, even though she's the receiver, but she can receive even more without him. And I believe that's the setup of the system. I don't blame women for that. That's just the way the system is. The system has created a situation where it's better to be by yourself than with a man. It's actually harder to be with a man because they keep fighting him. And while you're with him, they're fighting him. And when you leave him, they bless you for leaving him. You know, the real enemy is the system that's attacking our children. That's what the real enemy is, and that's what a lot of us don't see. We keep on male, female, and one against the other. But the real enemy is this system. The real enemy is this shadow government. The real enemy is that depopulation effort. The attack on our children. You stay in a marriage, in a situation, you fight for that. You fight for your kids. You got people who say, well, what am I staying in this relationship for? How, if I'm not happy? Well, sometimes life ain't about your happiness, honey. Sometimes life is about the choices that you made. Sometimes the consequences for your actions. Being a woman is about being responsible for your actions, taking responsibility for your actions. If you didn't want the children and you didn't want that child, then why did you get into a relationship with that man? That will forever be your choice, and you can only forever blame yourself. You can't blame him. He got to take responsibility for choosing you and getting in a situation with you, but you have to also take responsibility for being with him and reproducing with him. It's not a one-way street. They always try to make it seem like it's a one-way street. Responsibility goes both ways. You're responsible for your actions. You're responsible for the choices that you make. Do you not have a choice? Yes, you do. Just like the LGBTQ RFG community, they always want to talk about they don't have the choice, and it's not their free will to sleep with these people, and it's in their genetic, and it's all a lie. It's a lie. It's not scientifically proven, not at all. They are choosing to sleep with the same sex. You choose what you want in this life. The only thing you control in this life is your choice. If you made a bad choice, take responsibility for it. Make better choices in the future and better your life. Don't lie to yourself and say that it ain't your fault. It is your fault. Your choices are your fault. You should have made a better choice. Example, if I'm driving down the road and I make the wrong turn and I get in an accident, whose fault is that? Is it mine or the wrong turns? Exactly. It's my fault. I should have knew where I was going. Exactly. If you getting with a man and you don't know where he coming from, you don't know if he's a derelict, if you don't know if he's a goon and he's selling drugs, and you don't know if he's gonna be there for you, that is your responsibility to find out about that man before you lay down with him. Nobody wants to talk about that. They just want to talk about the men being a hound dog. And until we deal with both sides, until we deal with both sides of the story, we're going to continue to live in the society that we live in now. So yeah, what do men receive after the relationship is over? I would like to know. Put it in the comment section. Peace and hair grease. B.O.L.O. out.